Welcome back to the United Federation of Planets. Slightly different run through than Mankind Prevails, to say the least. As last time we liberated the Nauzicans from themselves, as Quark so nicely put it, the Federation, it is insidious. I think, or it was Garrick, one of the two. I haven't seen Deep Space Nine in a while now, even though I still feel that it is the best series out there. Yeah, I'm sure it's a bit of a polarizing statement, but I love DS9. I love the large overarching stuff that's going on in that. So we have done a little bit of design changes on our Constitution class. We've got, it's so gorgeous. Look at this design. The classic 1960s designs are so pretty. I cannot state this enough on how absolutely staggeringly awesome this design is. It's very elegant. Of course, once we start to get to the Galaxy designs and the Defiant and the Sovereign designs, the more TNG, DS9 era, or even beyond, those ships obviously look a lot even better than this, but still, very, very cool stuff indeed. Next up, we want to liberate the Gorn. Yeah, we're going to go and liberate the Gorn if we can. They have an association status, and they've closed the borders with pretty much everybody, and they've basically put a thing down in a piece of territory that I am not particularly happy with. And I also now have access to the Federation fleet. That is good. Let's see if we can build a Federation ship. Starport, nice. Slave Army, let's not do that. Biolab, although Slave Army, slavery, we don't have to do that. One thing I also noticed, if we go to our government type, is that we now have access to the Iranic Protectorate, and that would require 250 influence. So that would be the next step, and that's going to add 5 core systems to the systems that we can control, which is staggeringly good. It means that we can dissolve our sectors and directly control a lot of these items. And that's exactly what we want. Let's build some energy plants here, some science, of course. And we should be looking pretty strong here. We will develop this world over time. What do we got? A trade deal with the Bajorans has timed out. So let's offer a trade deal with them for a research agreement. And let's get that party started. They are equivalent to us in both science as well. This world is starting to cause problems because of the food bonuses that are going on here. That is really annoying. So let's build some stuff here. We've got a powerful pop faction, though. Let's suppress them. There's 100% independent. They want an independent system. Interesting. Well, the ethics stuff should help that. Oh, my God. What is wrong with your face? Jesus Christ. The Gorn Empire. Your species seems to grow more and more disgusting for each passing day, Human. Well, that's how it is, I'm afraid. There goes our Constitution class. That is the USS Blenheim. And it's moving out. I haven't had any events happen in a little while yet. And we're just upgrading stuff as we go. All right, Slave Army is done. We don't really need it. Ooh, Advanced Urban Planning and Engineering Morales. Terraforming path for the Advanced Urban Planning. I do want to remove some tile blockers if possible. Social welfare programs is quite nice as well. Full world footing. Empire Edict, Empire as a whole. Okay, let's go with that. And we're also integrating the Azadi, the Zindi Council right now, which is a good thing to have. And we'll get to those guys soon enough. We'll be able. I think there's another vote coming up in about a month, and from there on we should be doing pretty well. Class M, Arctic planet. We can't colonize it at the moment. 75. Triple Prime on the Benzites. Let's go to war with the Gorn. Let's humiliate them. Let's stop their atrocities. And if we can liberate any other worlds, that'd be nice as well. Fennoy? Fennoy. That's this one. So let's try to liberate as many worlds as we can. Federation Councils, Indy. Let's go for some low-intensity negotiations. We can liberate one more world out of this. So let's go for this one. Let's move in. Let's set our fleets to aggressive. Our fleets are pretty strong, actually. There you go. This Constitution class is beyond powerful. Swirling shadows, immense ragged plains of shadow drift across Capra's 3 face. That's my science ships. They just managed to find 6 social science out there. That's good. That's good for us. It allows us to build more stuff, which is exactly what we want. We'll do the same thing with these research stations as well. If you can get these ones, yes, 504. That is a lot of minerals. Let's build that. And let's go to Earth and see if we can build Enterprise class, Coalition Destroyer.
Research complete.
Station complete.
Let's build another cruiser for our fleet. Space Forward level 4. Deep core mining.
Hostile fleet detected.
Transport hub, magnetic mines. Let's go with this. Deep core mining. I think the Klingons can get that as well. Ooh, there is the Gorn fleet. It's not particularly powerful. Where are you going? You're going in here. So let's move our... they're currently in warp, aren't they? Okay, they're in here now.
Hostile fleet detected.
Are they actually jumping right on top of us? It does look like it's going to be the case. There's a couple of transport ships in there. They're moving to Rigel. Let's... can I rename this? Yeah, they're going to try to engage. So let's engage them as well. Our Constitution class cruiser is going to have some problems with that, but I'm not expecting too many problems in the long term. Alpha Centauri Prime, however, is looking very tasty. We're running into food problems here. Let's upgrade all these mining plants. Okay, there's our fleet. Yeah, they're not going to last very long. Photon torpedoes coming out of the wazoo. This Alliance fleet is not the greatest in the world, but we'll keep it as is, as our fleet is significantly larger than anything they can muster anyway. Okay, excellent. So we added another ship to our capital fleets, Coalition. This will bring the Coalition fleet over its maximum capacity. So just add some corvettes to that. Let's take a look at our ship designer. Patrol corvette, plus 26. It's got militarized warp drives. Shields, it's pretty powerful. It can do a decent amount of damage. 11 damage per second is quite good. So let's take a look. Where do they go? There's the Gorn fleet. Let's chase after them. Let's see.
Hostile fleet detected.
Okay, they're moving in. Okay, we're on an intercept course. That should be enough to take them out.
Hostile fleet detected.
There they are. So we should be getting into position shortly. There they are. Are they gonna... Yeah, they're warped out almost immediately. And we're just chasing them around right now. That is fine. We should be able... we should be coming out of warp right on top of them. Wow, that's a really quick jump. That is a ridiculously fast jump. Oh, there they are. In the meantime, whilst they're just jumping around, are they just trying to take as many items as they can? It does look like it. But their warp capabilities are quite ridiculous in terms of speed. So let's move to Gerard and take out this military outpost. Like, the Gorn, they can do whatever they want. Transport hub is done. Ooh, battlecruiser. Advanced tactical variants. Battlecruiser is something I would like. 29 months. We didn't destroy anything. The thing with this game is because the way everything moves a lot slower, The game feels a lot slower if you catch my drift, which is fine.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay,
Hostile
this
fleet detected.
influence outpost is not going to last much longer, and that should destroy all Breen hegemony forces in this particular area. So Rigel is under our influence again. We have 2 influence at the moment. Are they going to jump out, or are they? They can jump out exceptionally quickly. Ouroboros class. What do they have? Militarized warp drive. They are busy attacking Rigel. Light nuclear torpedo, heavy face disruptor. Are they going to try to jump out, though? Where are they going? No, they jumped out. Okay, let's send the capital fleet out towards their capital systems, shall we? It is a bit of a trek. One would almost say a Star Trek. I hate myself. Anyway, let's increase our fleet capacity as much as we can. Yeah, that should be enough for now. It's going to cost a bunch of resources, but I'm not too worried about it. Most of our stations can pretty much handle all of this stuff. Adding... What the hell is that? A space station. Oh my lord, that looks cool. Early space station.
Enemy vessels detected. Spatial rift detected.
Enemy ships in Seoul. The Cardassian and the Bajorans. Let's go for some high-intensity negotiations here. Or let's go for medium, actually, so we can switch to the next Republic type. Okay, let's see if we can integrate the Zindi. And let's change our government style to Iranic Protectorate. So that
Complete.
should increase our... yeah, exactly. So now we have 15 planets we can directly control. 15 planets. That also... Oh, my lord. There's a lot of food shortages. You don't have 70... We need 75 influence to take a bunch of this stuff out. So let's build a station here.
Incoming
What's
transmission.
this? The Houses of Betazoid want to get a migration treaty. That's fine by me. The first fleet is going to be able to attack their capital world on Gornar. And we should be able to take out a lot of their stuff relatively quickly, including their space stations. Excellent. Yeah. This looks good. Very nice. They're being doused with torpedoes. Even our NX class is just completely ripping it. Even though it's an older design. I don't even think we can still upgrade it, to be honest. NX class. Yeah, we can still upgrade it. Okay, fair enough. Our Alliance fleet is suffering some losses. But all the other stuff, in all honesty, we should not be running into too many problems. We're going to lose a chunk of our Alliance fleet here. I'm not too worried about that. What's in here? Alien vessels. So let's move these guys into here and see if we can find something. Don't know where the Gorn main fleet is at the moment. I'm not particularly keen on this whole, we only have like a little bit of space available to us. Which is kind of annoying. Because the way the mod works, they hand over all their systems and influence over towards the Federation as soon as they can. Which is not the greatest, but it'll have to do for now. So we are on the Gorn homeworld. And our cruisers are pretty much ripping them a new one. Maybe we can start thinking about... Does this have a space station, actually? Yes, it does. So, cruisers missing.
Spatial rift detected.
Cool. Alien specimen procurement. Yes. So, the alien Whoa! I would almost say that was a supernova, but it was clearly not the case. We didn't lose anything in that. We had all our cruisers and destroyers. We destroyed their spaceports. So that's all fine. Let's deal with the Flaxians as ended. Let's get a new trade agreement here. These guys like us. The Klingons like us more than anticipated, which is good. Let's see if we can get some additional resources out of it. Really? They're inferior to us as well, the Klingons. It's surprising. Energy. That's actually kind of amusing.
Research complete.
Information quarantine. Okay, cool. Slave output, orbital hydroponics, or Xenozoo. I'm going to go with orbital hydroponics. Any planets that do not have the ability to generate enough food will soon be able to. Oh, these guys don't have enough food either. This pop can go over here, actually. That should fix the food problem here. Let's get some science in here. With you as well. Yeah, those are just Nausicans. You can go into there.
Station complete.
Excellent. So our fleet power is now quite nice. And mineral income is quite nice as well. Photon torpedo pylon. What does it actually do, though? It doesn't really say how much additional damage it does to any enemy ships. Flaxians? No, they're Orion Free States. Well, they're not really a problem. Let's get our armies into orbit, shall we? So let's get them over here. The Gorn hegemony and the Benzite Commonwealth are now at peace. Okay, that's fine by me. Cortez, you are set to automatically explore. The USS Kelvin, you too need to be set to automatically explore at some point.
Affirmative.
There you go. And this ship right here, you can move over there, and we're going to build a outpost there shortly. The Tellarite technocracy vassalized the Gorn Galactic Republic. The Gorn Galactic Republic? Where the hell are they? Well, that happened, I guess. Glacial. Can I colonize this? Well, I'm lacking the resources to do anything with it. Oh, Jesus! Mu aliens. What are these? Oh, dear Lord. We should not be here. We can get alien flagella for that, but we're going to jump out of here because we don't want to lose this fleet. Because it is quite valuable to us. So the Liberty does not have any items attached to it. Let's take a look at our stuff here. Yeah, the Gorn homeworld is being bombed into oblivion. There are my drop ships. Yeah, good. Nausicans have been they're now peaceful Federation builders. That's nice, and they are loyal as well, which is good. What's this? Military station. The Credo planets.
Station complete.
Early space age. Interesting. The Kriegox. How many things are you still building? How many queues do you have? Let's build an observation outpost here, and let's try to bring them within our within our Federation. Having an extra planet in that area is going to be quite useful. Okay, my dropships in here already, and there they are. Let's just quickly merge all of them. And unland the armies. I think the Gorn themselves, repugnant, resilient, very strong. Army damage plus 40%. That is really good. bit worrying, really. Yeah, so there's a bunch of hostile aliens in there, and the Klingons are expanding down here as well. Gorn Galactic Republic under the Tellarite technocracy. So the Tellarite actually managed to win the war versus the Gorn. Engage their fleets. They're actually throwing everything they have into the fray.
Hostile fleet engaged.
We have aliens.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Face disruptors, torpedoes. Nothing that we can't handle ourselves. They are regenerating, though. What's that all about? Crew quarters, nuclear reactor, security stations, armor plating. Interesting. The Benzide and the Caithlan Union are now joined up. Our troops are on the ground, but they don't have any orbital support, which is annoying. So we may, yeah, let's retreat our forces here. And we'll continue bombing.
Station complete.
And these forces need to be redone. If we can get an army leader on this, that'd be good.
Station complete.
If that is an option, that is. Oh, wow, we are at 92 fleet power now. But we're still bombing their world, so whatever. Let's take a look. Orbital hydroponic science console. Tile blockers. Tile blockers would be good to remove. We did not manage to succeed in... did we destroy anything? No, they just jumped out. Okay. As I'm healing my my forces at the moment. Let's build another Constitution class cruiser once we can. Does it say 17? Only 17? Well, we can build 2 of them then. As I'm just waiting for our forces to be... we can land the armies. Humiliation is an option. It always is an option. Let's try to get a couple more armies. Yeah. A bunch more armies should offset our economy nicely. Let's take a look at the surface here. Food is still a problem. It's mainly because nobody's actually using this. Let's clear this. There's food over here, so the adjacency bonus will help a little bit. Anchor. Not a lot of problems here. We cannot afford to clear. Why? Because minerals? Minerals, okay. This territory is fine. There's a bunch of energy that we need to upgrade. Hydroponics as well, of course. Mars, not an issue. Okay. Oh yeah, Alpha Centauri is the one with all the ridiculous mining output. We're going to have a lot of fun clearing all these tiles and putting mining stations in there. Most of our costs. Demographics. Wow, we got a nice demographic value here as well.
Complete.
Humans, we're actually not that big compared to the rest of the aliens. Oh well. The Federation Council. Let's review the Zindi. Let's go for some low-intensity negotiations. See if they're willing to join in. Oh, the Breen are up there now. We already talked about them last time anyway. That's fine. Let's see if my drop squads are healthy enough to do an invasion. The armies are fairly weak still, and ours are all healed, so we can drop all of our troops onto the planet. So, the Liberty. Do I have any additional leaders? No, I do not. All right. Going after a capital world. Let's see how well this goes. They got their garrison forces. We got some orbital bombardment going on. Defending armies, not being able to regenerate health is always useful. So we can send in wave after wave after wave anyway. Battle cruiser and orbital dockyard. Spatial torpedo 2. Sub-impulse thrusters. Let's go for orbital dockyard here. Does this mean that we can build a new design? Battle cruiser. Interesting. What an ugly design. Tactical battle cruiser, support battle cruiser, or engineering. Interesting design, though. I do like it. Let's autocomplete this.
Planetary invasion failed.
Did I lose all my troops? Oh god, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. Oh dear lord, I lost all my troops. That is annoying. Oh dear lord. Okay. We can humiliate them, I guess. Liberate the Andorian Empire. What? Yeah, let's just humiliate them for the influence bonus. Although I do want them to... you know... be released of their own needs. But if I devassalize them, they'll probably be able to recover quite quickly. Or at least somebody else will take them. So let's liberate them. Let's go for humiliating for now. Yeah. So we have humiliated them. Very ill human. Alright, cool. Let's send everything back to Earth. And leave it at that. Not an optimal war, sure. I would have liked to liberate the Gorn from themselves. But they've got other stuff to think about at the moment, such as... well, for instance, I got these sectors that I need to dissolve. And, 125 to dissolve this sector. Really? That much? Okay. Atacama.
Station complete.
And upgrade this. That's a good one. Some more minerals. 21, my minerals is actually quite good. Starport. What's this? 10 energy. Planet unique. Hell yeah, I'm building that. Can I build another one of those here as well? How much food I got? 5. I could just
Research complete.
replace this with a starport, I hope. Gardens. Happiness +5. Transport hub. Migration speed and resettlement cost -25. It's a planet modifier, but the starport +10% energy. Holy shit. That's crazy. Tile blockers bunker. Planet fortification plus something. Let's go for Biolab 3 for now. But yeah, that starport is ridiculous. Well, thank you so much for watching. We're going to wrap up this episode, and until next time, let's hope we can finally integrate the Zindi, and then we'll move on towards the Tellarites and the Ferengi into our Federation as well. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and each other.